today's event was all about bringing the ecosystem together, fostering a relationship within the ecosystem, helping people speak their pain points, and also figure out a solution. A solution which they would like to see and implement at their end.
When I was appointed to this role a couple of years ago, somebody made an interesting comment to me that every meeting I'm in, just imagine that there is a fraudster, a criminal sat with you. And I suppose what they meant by that is, as the banks get more sophisticated, arguably the criminals get more sophisticated, and I think making sure that we're not complacent is the main thing from my perspective, that you never complete the journey, and you've got to make sure you're not complacent. I think that's a key message that I picked up when I was first appointed.
I think we all are running after catching criminals or the bad guys. So it's important that we share our viewpoints, our learnings together, and be it an established bank or be it a new bank, the new bank can learn from the established bank.
There's a lot of hype around RegTech, machine learning and artificial intelligence. What we heard today was about how Tookitaki enable a financial institution to really understand the decisions that the machine learning model is making. Not only really understand them, but be able to explain them to the regulator, therefore ensuring the technology is being used in a fair and transparent way.
As a startup / scale-up bank, we're doing a lot now to move our structure to a more complex nature, beginning to work with bigger banks at looking at what they do in order to stabilise the systems that we have in place and have a better understanding of financial crime across our platform.
So someone in the forum did say that potentially it's always about someone taking a lead and the other will follow. Today's forum, right, like for instance, UOB and SGs, right, in fact, within Singapore itself, we've been kind of like deemed as the lead in terms of driving AI solution in finance, in financial institution. In Q4, when I complete my productionization, and hopefully in the next 2 quarters after which, right, I have good results that I can show. And then through this forum, I can also showcase the outcome that says that, look, it works for me. And these are the approach I have adopted, and these are my thought process. Should you want to consider, we're more than happy to help them.
It was really nice to see the regulators there, both from the UK and internationally, and it was really interesting to see the openness that they have in terms of learning and listening to the industry and being supportive in terms of encouraging innovation and sharing best practice ideas.
The great thing is that having, for instance, even the FCA at the table helps us learn from them as to what are they actually looking for, and also potentially inform them about what are we actually seeing, so that potentially they could take that back into drafting the policies in the future, so that the policies actually work towards detecting the real bad stuff.
We talk about collaboration a lot, but what do we really mean? Is this just a matter of having conversations, or can we take actual action to collaborate and solve some of these regulatory issues? In the Roundtable, we heard about a couple of examples of a collaboration that are really promising.
I think we are all moving towards a direction where we can share the typologies across the banks in the region and also maybe across jurisdictions. We spoke about that. And typologies has nothing to do with PII data or any data, so it's like a pattern. You can share pattern. If I learn how to catch a suspicious person, then I think I would be okay to share with my peer bank, and my peer bank can learn from it and improve their entire AML KYC process. So I think we are all moving towards that direction. So in order to implement that, it's not easy implementation without only a tech vendor cannot do it, or only one FI cannot do it. So we are trying to look beyond the siloed approach and trying to create a comprehensive solution. So we need all of us to join forces, the FIs, the regulator, and the vendors, technology vendors, where we can create an environment where people would be okay to share the patterns and getting it infused with the other banks in the region and across jurisdictions.